Welcome everyone to the Southern Conference semifinal, where the number 3 Mexico City Golden Eagles visit the number 2 Shreveport Predators. Those of you who were watching earlier saw the Eastern Conference number 2 Prince Edward Islanders send the number 3 Baltimore Marauders packing. Also eliminated thus far this playoff year were the Eastern Conference number 1 Memphis Kings and the Northern Conference number 1 Buffalo Rage. Just remember, your regular season record is not going to keep you safe. Being the number 1 of the conference doesn't make it a gimme. There's the Predators readying up with quarterback number 3 Jeter James. Bringing their first ever playoff game. And they will receive. Mexico City's last trip to the playoffs was in 2019, where they lost in the first round to Milwaukee. So they're looking for their first ever playoff win. Missed the playoffs entirely last season. And here comes the Predators offense. James throws, gets Hill. That's Dermott Hill gets the first down. First and 10 at the 34. This game by American rules. James throws again. Gets Michael Simpson, and he's gone. What a way to start this game. Touchdown Predators. 2 plays in. Nick Paul for the extra point. Catcher holding. And it's good. 7-0 Shreveport.
The score is now 0.
Mexico City's first time with the ball. And they are already playing catch up. Paul kicking off. Tyson Higgins gets to the 21. Will Lee looks. He's going to run it himself. Gets 8 yards. The Eagles 29. bounces off the leg of whoever that was, because he's not on my sheet. Oh, there we go. William Vaden. Vaden doesn't even notice it. Lee trying to get through his own guys. And he finally does, and he gets the first down on the run. And he's first and 10 for Mexico City on the 33. He throws. He gets Vince Harvey, who's immediately knocked down. Landon Caesar on the stop. 2nd and 1. Lee's hit immediately. They're not going to call it a sack, though, but I will. Sack credit goes to Randall Thomas. Lee looks, throws. It's picked off. That's Nikhil Hill, who gets it back up to the 49-yard line. And the Predators have the ball back. James looks. Incomplete. That looks like it was intended for Maurice Rhine.
It's 2nd and 10. The ball is on the 49-yard line.
James back. Throws. Incomplete. 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10. The ball is on the 49-yard line.
James looks, throws. It's Dermot Hill, who only gains 4. It's going to be 4th down on the Mexico City 47. So out comes Jermaine Anderton to punt. Knight will do the smart thing and down it in the end zone. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 25. Lee runs it himself, got room, gets the first down, an 11-yard run. Slides to avoid being hit by Brandon Tate. Lee pitches to Smith. Smith gets 7 yards. 2nd and 3 on the 43-yard line. Lee hands off to Smith again. He's going to get dropped for a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 2.
The ball is on the 24-yard line.
Defense shifting. Lee throws. Incomplete. It's going to be 4th down. Out comes the punter, Tristan Cagle. Cagle boots it away, gets about the 16, where Hill's going to call fair catch.
It's 1st and 10.
James running it himself, Gets a yard. 2nd and 9.
It's 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 17. James throws. In and out of the hands of Tracy Bailey. 3rd and 9.
It's 3rd and 9. At the 17-yard line.
James hands off to Ryan, who gains 3. It's going to be 4th down to the 20.
4th and 6.
Why you hand it off at 3rd and 9, I've got no clue. You might want to blame the coaching staff on that one. Anderson boots it away.
It's 1st and 10.
Lee throws behind his back, incomplete. 2nd and 10. And Lee should be ashamed of himself for that play. Phillips throws, hits Vaden, and then Vaden gets hit by Nikhil Hill, who got that interception earlier. 1st and 10 at the 33. Gets past the defender, gets past 2. Finally stopped by Randall Thomas after a 4-yard gain. Eagles now in field goal range. They need to resort to it. 3 minutes left in the 1st quarter. Lee hands off to Smith. Smith gets the 1st down. 1st and 10 to the 22. Lee sacked. That's Eric Clay. 2nd and 15. He looks, throws, gets Higgins. Higgins gains 4. 3rd and 11. He looks, throws, incomplete. And it looks like that was intended for Trey Smith. And Stephen Gillis is going to go for the field goal. Try to put Mexico City on the board. It's up. And it's good. With the Predators' lead cut to 4.
The score is now 3 and 7.
The NAFA season, including the playoffs, has been played on Canuck Plays. Doug Flutie's Maximum Football 2020 with near unlimited customization options, different rule sets. You can create anything from teams, players, logos, and stock logos if you're not the creative type. Dermot Hill gets up to the 21-yard line. as the Predators will try to regain control of this game.
First and 10. From the 21-yard line.
Ryan gets a yard.
From the 22-yard line.
It's picked off. That was Darkey Sayer. Mexico City has the ball back at the Shreveport 28-yard line. Trey Smith gets a yard. 2nd and 9. Lee back, throws, incomplete. Almost picked right back off. Pass is intended for Tyson Higgins. Lee throws, hits Higgins. Misses a defender, but then gets taken down by the team of Caesar and Clay. End of the first quarter, it's 7-3 Shreveport. We still got 3 quarters to go. Gillis to attempt the field goal. It's up, and it's good. The lead now cut to 1. It's 7-6 Predators.
The score is now 6-7.
All games are 10-minute quarters, just like in the regular season, until we get to the championship. The championship will be full 15-minute quarters. Gillis boots it away. Dermot Hill, 5, 10, 15, 20. Gets to the 23. If he could have shook T.J. Brown, he might have taken to the distance.
First and 10. The ball is on the 23-yard line.
Ryan loses 3.
Second and 13. The ball
Shreveport's
is
made this season on its passing game, so the team relying so much on Ryan's has been strange. Incomplete, 3rd and 13.
It's 3rd and 13.
James looks, throws. Incomplete. Intended for Ryan. 4th and 13. It is definitely punting time.
It's 4th and 13.
Anderton boots it away. Knight's actually going to run this one. And he picks up about 7. The Golden Eagles will start at the 38. Lee gets through, gets the first, and gets himself into Shreveport territory. First and 10 on the 44. Lee hit as he throws. Ouch. Caught by Vince Harvey, but he immediately coughs it up. Not enough time for it to be considered a fumble. But even more importantly, he dropped it at the 3. Lee looks, throws, gets Coley, and that'll be a first down. Charvarius Coley. 12 yards. He throws. Harvey way open. Nobody's getting to him. Somebody just left him wide open, and it's touchdown Golden Eagles. Who the hell missed their man on that one? That's a 32-yard reception. And here's the extra point. And it's good. And the tide is shifted.
The score is now
13 unanswered points by the Mexico City Golden Eagles. Getting ready to kick off. Hill gets to the 22. It's going to be a 78-yard trek for James and company. Ryan gets 2 yards. Second and 8. You gotta wonder at some point if players are going to start calling mutiny on the coaches. James runs it himself. Gets 4. Third and 4.
Third and 4. At the 28-yard line.
James looks, throws, hits Hill, who only gains 2. That's going to be a 3 and out. Knight calls for the fair catch at the 30-yard line. After the first possession, Shreveport has really just sort of gone stagnant and let the Eagles sort of walk all over them. Lee gets the first down. As we said before, Shreveport won this division by the narrowest of margins, and they even split the wins this season. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. That was intended for Justin Campbell. Higgins gets a 6-yard catch. 3rd down on the 50. Lee throws, incomplete. Fourth down. Mexico City's going to punt it away. Bill's going to get a fair catch at the 16. Excuse me. James hits Gibbs. It's a fumble. Recovered by Tafuna at the Shreveport 20-yard line. Smith gets 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Lee looks, throws, gets Coley. Coley runs out of bounds. 1st and goal at the 10. Smith loses a yard. 2nd and goal. He looks, throws. Harvey has it and loses it. 3rd and goal. Ball on the 11-yard line. Just over 4 minutes to go in the half. Harvey again has it and loses it. He's dropped by Anthony Chandler and C.J. Jenkins. Gillis is going to go for a field goal. To widen this lead. And it's good. Golden Eagles up now 16-7. Hill, the 20, gets to the 24-yard line. Patrick and James and the Predators. Incomplete. That was intended for Stan Patrick. 2nd down. James There was a wide open guy down the middle. But it goes to Simpson, and he drops it. Third down.
It's 3rd and 10. At the 24-yard line.
Ryan gets 5 yards. 4th down.
4th and 5.
Here comes Anderton. Knight calls for fair catch at the 24 or 23. Roughly 3.5 minutes left in the half. Smith gets 3 yards on the run. 2nd down, 7.
From the 26-yard line.
Lee hits Smith. 1st down. It's a good catch and run by Trey Smith.
It's 1st and 10.
Now Smith is going to run it, and he gets 5. 2:40 left in the half. 2nd and 5. Ball on the 44.
The ball is on the 44-yard line.
Lee hands it to Zerblis. Damon Zerblis gets the 1st down.
It's 1st and 10.
Well, if we change the line, it's going to be hit the 2-minute warning. He's going to hand it off to Smith. Gets a yard. 2nd and 9. And the Predators are going to call their first timeout.
5-yard line. It's 2nd and 9.
Smith gets another 2 yards.
It's 3rd and 7.
Shreveport's going to call another timeout. They have 1 left for the half.
It's 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 for Shreveport, 43. And Smith gets 1.
4th and 6.
The Predators are going to call their final timeout.
4th and 6. At the 42-yard line.
And Cagle is going to boot it away.
It's 1st and 10. The ball is on the 13-yard
The
line.
Preds starting at the 13-yard line. How does the center... It's going to be a false start of the center.
1st and 15.
Be 1st and 15 at the 8-yard line. James throws, gets Hill. It's going to be a 12-yard gain out to the 20-yard line. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. The ball is on the 20-yard line.
James throws, hits Gibbs. He's going to get the 1st down. That's the first time he's called on Cameron Gibbs today.
The ball is on the 36-yard line.
Tafuno with the tackle. 28 seconds left in the half. James gets it to Patrick, who runs out of bounds. 2nd and 5.
It's 2nd and 5.
19 seconds in the half. James throws, hits Hill. It's going to be a first down, but it's probably going to be the end of the half as well.
It's first and 10. Visitors.
And it is.
16.
The Predators really need to stop trying to rely on the run game because it hasn't gotten them anywhere today. At halftime, it's 16-7 Mexico City, and Shreveport is kicking the ball off. Gets to the 26-yard line. We'll start in the second half. First and 10. Caught by Vaden. And he gets up to about the 43 before being run out of bounds. It's a 17-yard run. Lee back to pass, sacked. That's Linval Hoskins. Lee passes, hits Higgins. That's going to be good for a 3-yard gain.
Third and 7.
Calling at the line. Lee throws. Incomplete. Fourth down. No calls for fair catch at about the 22.
It's first and 10. From the 22-yard line.
James. Caught. In and out of the hands of Bailey. Second down. Tracy Bailey's going to go think about what he did. James runs, gets 9 yards out of it. Third down.
It's third and 1. From the 31-yard line.
Ryan gets the first down and fumbles. And it's into the hands of Sayer. Ryan finds a way to up for this team yet again. First and 10 at the Shreveport 34. Lee pitches to Smith. Smith gets the first down. To the 24-yard line. 39 yards rushing on the day. 3.3 yards per rush, and still the better running back of the day. Lee throws, wide open receiver. Vaden with the touchdown. Difference here today is the Golden Eagles are actually trusting in their passing game, which is pretty ironic considering that yards-wise, James for Shreveport has been a better quarterback so far today. And it's up and it's good. 23-7 Mexico City.
The score is now 23-7.
Gillis to kick it off. Starts at the 5. Hill gets to the 22. Ryan gets to the 23.
It's second and 9. The ball is on the 23-yard line.
James looks incomplete.
It's third and 9. The ball is on the 23-yard line.
Pitches it to Ryan, who gets 4 yards. It's going to be 4th down.
4th and 6. From the 26-yard line.
And out comes Anderton to punt again. Predators got the first score of the game, but after that, it's been all Eagles all day. Starting possession at the 46-yard line. Lee throws, gets Steen for 4 yards. That's Deontay Steen. He throws, incomplete, 3rd down. Ball's on the 50-yard line. Steen catches it, but then he's dropped immediately. 4th down at the 46. And that means Geagles back to punt. Ball down at the 1. I don't know how that bounced like perfectly sideways as to not go into the end zone. It's 1st and 10 at the Shreveport 1-yard line. The game can't get any worse than this. Incomplete, intended for Tracy Bailey. 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 10. The ball is on the 1-yard line.
Incomplete, 3rd down. intended for Gibbs.
It's 3rd and 10.
James throws. Incomplete. But it's going to be an interference penalty, roughing the passer penalty on Cody Del Bosque, which is going to breathe new life in this offense. Now they don't have to worry about punting from the 1. James throws. Incomplete. Off the hands of Dermot Hill.
2nd and 10.
2nd down. James throws. Hits Simpson for 8 yards. 3rd down. Simpson is the man who caught the touchdown, the touchdown pass early in the game. Ryan gets the 1st down. Ball is at the 27-yard line.
1st and 10.
Ryan loses 3. 2nd and 13.
It's 2nd and 10. At the 24-yard line.
Nobody in the back. James going to run it himself. He's got plenty of room. Gets the 1st down to the 44.
It's 1st and 10.
137 passing yards, 30-something rushing yards. James going to run it again. Not going to get as far as he did last time, but he's going to get some yards. 2nd and 6.
It's 2nd and 6. At the 48-yard line.
James back, throws, intercepted by Sayer. That's his 2nd of the day. Mexico City's going to get the ball back at the 43-yard line.
From the 43-yard line.
Shreveport crowd trying to make it hard for Lita here. And it did something. That's an incomplete. That was intended for Higgins. 2nd down.
From the 43-yard line.
Even the field announcer has to yell. 2:10 remaining in the 3rd. Lee throws. Incomplete. That was in and out of the hands of the defender, Nikhil Hill.
From the 43-yard line.
3rd and 10. Ball at the 43. Lee looks, throws, hits Higgins. And he'll go down to the 33. 1st down. 24-yarder.
Automatic 1st and 10.
Offsides for Dwayne Gullidge.
1st and 16.
1st and 15. Smith gets 11. Ball on the Shreveport 27-yard line.
2nd and
Lee looks, throws, hits Vaden, gets the first down. Forward progression will mark him at the 22. You know, before he started spinning and dancing. Lee throws, hits Higgins. Higgins gets to the 2. It's going to be first and goal. But we've learned that in this game it's easier to score from the 10 than it is from the 2. First and goal on the 2, 10 seconds left in the quarter. Lee fumbles. That's Kyler Lumpkin with the recovery. And Shreveport will start on the 5-yard line with 4 seconds left in the quarter. Incomplete, second down.
Closing out the third, this is 23.
It's the end of the third, and the Predators are down by 16.
It's second and 10 at the 5-yard line.
James runs. Gets 9. Third and 1.
It's third and 1. The ball is on the 14-yard line.
Excuse me? James, he's got plenty of room. What a run. First down.
It's first and 10.
There's a 14-yard run. First and 10 on the 28. James gets through again for an 8-yard gain. Second and 2.
It's second and 2.
James throws. Hits Bailey. Touchdown Predators. After a piss-poor three quarters of football, James hits Bailey. And I wouldn't say they're quite back in this game yet. Let's see how this two-pointer goes. It's up and incomplete. But Shreveport has shaved this lead down to 10.
The score is now 23.
That's a 64-yard touchdown pass. Kicks up. Higgins. He gets through. He gets through them all. Oh, most of them. But they're going to start this possession at the Shreveport 45-yard line. Higgins almost breaks past Anthony Chandler, which would have taken it to the house. White is sacked, and then for good measure, Hoskins sacks Clay, who is the one being credited for the sack on Lee. Second 15 at the 50. Lee's going to run it. Gets past Clay. The 5-yard gain. He's taken down by Nikhil Hill. Incomplete. 4th and 10. It's heartbreaking when you start the possession on the opponent's side of the field and they're still forced to punt. Dermot Hill calls for fair catch at the 15. James gets 2 before he's stopped by DeForest Norris. Second and 8, the 17. Gives it to Ryan. He gains 2. 3rd and 6 on the 19. Less than 6.5 to go in the 4th quarter. James runs it himself. He gains 4, and it's going to be 4th down. 6 minutes. What are you doing? Knight calls for fair catch. Excuse me 1 second. Lee runs it himself. He fumbles, but Miles recovers. You know, Miles on this sheet, to be honest. But it's 3rd and 1. Smith loses 2. It'll be 4th and 3. The Shreveport 48-yard line with 5 minutes to go. Oh, that was Maurice Miles, the tackle, who made the earlier fumble recovery. It's 1st and 10 of the 20. James looks, incomplete, intended for Ryan.
Second and 10.
James looks, runs. He gets the 1st down to the 34-yard line. He had over 200 passing yards in the day and 2 passing touchdowns. James throws, hits Hill. Due to forward
Second and 5.
forward
At the 39-yard
forward
line.
movement, he gets 5. James throws, hits Bailey, and that's going to be pass interference on Jared Prevost. He's going to put the ball at the Mexico City 32-yard line. Ryan loses 3.
It's second and 13 from the 35-yard line.
James throws, incomplete. 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 13.
Third and 13 at 35. Just over 3 minutes left. Incomplete. Underthrows Cameron Gibbs.
It's 4th and 13.
This is Nick Paul going for the field goal. He'll try to shave the Mexico City lead to a touchdown. It's up. No. That's the last thing you want right now. And the only thing he's kicking now is his own ass. It's going to be Eagle ball at the 25-yard line. Trey Smith just wants to run it forward for a couple of yards. James 3. And right now it's just time to chew clock. Somebody forgot to tell Will Lee that. He stops the clock, throwing to Harvey, who drops the damn thing. 2.5 minutes. 4th down. Cagle punts. Hill calls for the fair catch at the 46. No, 44, sorry. 46 is the other side.
It's 1st and 10. The ball is on the 44-yard line.
James throws. Hits Culver for 5. That was William Culver.
It's 2nd and 5.
We're going to hit the 2-minute warning.
It's 2nd and 5.
James looks, throws. Hits Hill. That's a 1st down at the 22. The Predators will call their first timeout.
It's 1st and 10.
Two-yard gain for James. The Predators will call their second timeout.
The ball is on the 20-yard line. It's 2nd and 8.
The 1st down run for James. We'll use their final timeout.
The ball is on the 12-yard line.
Ball's on the 12. James has almost 100 yards rushing now. Honestly, he'd be better running it himself than giving it to Ryan. And that's going to be a sack. That's Tyler Rush.
Second and 12.
Second and
The
12.
ball is on the 14-yard line.
Throws. Incomplete. That looked like pass interference to me. Tracy Bailey was impeded from getting to the ball. But let's be honest, that's more a graphical thing than... was more of a graphical issue than anything else. James gets through. Fourth down. They want to end the season strong. I guess not. I thought they did. But they give it to Ryan. So that was about 2 yards. First and 10 on the Mexico City 9-yard line, which I think is the furthest back they've had it all game. And he drops it. It was intended for Steen, and he had it, and he dropped it. Nobody on Mexico, apparently the Golden Eagles don't understand chew clock. It's actually over by then if they had done that. 6 yards for Smith, and that's going to be all she wrote. The Golden Eagles will either be heading to Birmingham or hosting Orlando next week. One last play is an incomplete. As for the Predators, a strong first season, led by a strong quarterback who had 238 yards passing today, and an otherwise sorry effort by the team. And their 2021 didn't end as they'd hoped, but hey, they won a division, they reached the playoffs. There are 16 teams in this league that can't say they did that. That can't say they made the playoffs. There are another 8 teams that say they didn't win the division. Mexico City being one of them. So maybe next year the Predators will push up from there, lose some of their players, gain some more, and see how their 2022 turns out. As for Mexico City, their season continues either in Mexico City or in Birmingham. So we'll see how next week plays out and the rest of this playoff week plays out. The conference semifinal round is half over now. And we'll see you later tonight when Portland heads up over the border to Calgary to face the Chargers for the 3rd time this year, 2nd time by Canadian rules. Thank you. Have a good day.